Test. This better be on the... Alright. There we go. Hey, good evening. I am Crafty Andy. Oh yes. Boom. There we go. So that's my main channel, CraftyARts. WeirdZoRs for furry stuff. Are you watching that? PawsOff for gaming stuff. PawsOff Live for live gaming stuff. Onion Nuggets is a show I'm cutting clips for right now. Going to be going all in January. Just an entire month of Onion Nuggets. So that'll be fun. And if you want to give me a tip, yeah, my Patreon open for $2. Full res artwork and early videos whenever I get those done. But a few things I gotta do real quick. Updates on my channels here and pages. So let's see, do that. Oh, we'll start here. Turn on the damn music. Alright, customize channel. I'll go to my featured channels. Alright, PawsOff Live. Onion Nuggets. At fried. Yep, that's it. And we'll switch over. And then customize this one. PawsOff Live. Why isn't that showing up there? And, oh, let's see. Other shows. Live streams. Man, this is the biggest bust of all of them. Title. infections, paws off the catnip, paws off of me, just paws off. Oof. Most people named paws off, they ain't good. No, I'm doing better than any of them, so whatever. Except for this bastard. Who's this? Paws off featuring Shanna Wilbo. Wait, where's the other channel? Oh. Yeah, I take pride in this shit. Oop. I guess what I should do is just make a bunch of shorts and upload it on this channel. Use that as promotion, cross promotion, since it'll generally get more views. And next one, CraftyARts. Man, these fucking Puritans. How the fuck do you not realize a girl is 14? He's 100% predator. He's talking about this 18-year-old that had sex with a girl who said she was like 17. Which, I don't know, when I was 17, I didn't look all that different from 15 and 14. You can lie about your age and get on adult dating websites, no problem. And if you lure some naive, barely an adult into having sex with you, well, you got them by the balls. Especially if you're gay or a young female.
Had consensual sex? She told him she was 17. Truth be told, she was just 14 years old. What do I say? I feel that nothing should happen to Zach. Even her mother asked for leniency. I don't want him to be a sex offender because he really is not. And I know there's an age difference, and I realize she was inappropriate that night. But the judge came down harshly, saying, "You went online, to use a fisherman's expression, trolling for women to meet and have sex with. That seems to be part of our culture now. Meet, hook up, have sex, sayonara. Totally inappropriate behavior. There is no excuse for this whatsoever."
It's like my whole life was just stripped away right there.
The law shows no mercy. Realize now I could probably have a more uncensored version of that. Get away with it. Hey, look, the post I made on Reddit must have stuck. So I got more views on this video. God, I fucking spelled stumlocked wrong. Kill me. It's bad enough I had plagiarism spelled wrong here. What's this? Do this one yet? No, I did. Yeah, right up to 1,300. Maybe our channel's finally starting to get a little bump. Any comments on this son of a bitch here?
I am Crafty Andy, and these are my thoughts. It's been a wild few years watching big fraudsters and abusers get taken down. Creep show art by
Oh my god, 72 is too young.
Artful, Dick Masterson by Maddox, Illuminati by her ex and several former collaborators, Boogie being Boogie, and then there's Internet Historian and James Somerton by H Bomber Guy. H Bomber Guy's video put me through a emotional.
Alright, let's see. Alright. Uh-oh. This is gonna be a problem. Not really. I am gonna have to make adjustments though. Okay. So, our unfortunate task here is to cut out Backfire so that he is completely transparent. And obviously this isn't like some kind of like billion-dollar production, so I don't have to do it too good, but I'd rather be convincing than not. Or at least, you know, passable. I mean, it's a comedy video. Comedy music video. I'm gonna start recording the process here. There we go. Oh yeah, tedious. Tedious. How's this look? So what I have a tracker. That keeps the center aligned here. Not too good, holy shit, what the fuck's going on here? Oh, I know what's going on here. For some reason the tracker jumped. Why the fuck did it do that? Make some adjustments here. I'm gonna try and line up that part best as I can. A little annoying how fucking off-centered it went. What's that business about? I'm gonna grab my tablet, use my pen. Whoops. There we go. That's a little more aligned. Okay, we'll put everything in here, whatever. crazy videos out there I can pull up. Is this shit? It's gonna keep me occupied. Oh my god. Needs to be a point here. All right. Go time. Sorry, I just lose myself in the moment here. Oh, Christ. Alright. Yes. Up.
Permit the vlog.
No. I want it now. I totally like to do that with the network cables. Ah. This hack is really
Social
sad.
media just seems to take
Okay.
these situations and make it even worse than it already is. So what I'm talking about today is, for those of you who have been living under a rock, a gigantic data hack happened.
Man, I guess I am living under a rock. I heard there was a hack, and I just didn't care to look into it that much. Because, you know, shit gets hacked all the time. And if it's, like, related to Sony, it's just like, whatever, fuck them.
With Sony and Insomniac Games. For those of you who don't know, Insomniac
I like Insomniac games.
made a lot of great games in the past. They are a gaming company. They make games. I've played a lot of their games.
wouldn't even explain
Overall,
it.
I really enjoy
You don't
them
know it,
as a
then you
game
don't know it.
development team. And one of the
Fuck 'em.
things that happened over the course of the last few days, Insomniac Games was hacked on December 12th, and these hackers took a bunch of data and attempted to blackmail Insomniac Games and Sony. And this ransomware group managed to gain over 1.3 million files with employees' information and details on all upcoming games, all the way up to the year 2035.
Holy
Sony
shit.
and Marvel have conjoined, and they were planning on like a slate of games in the Marvel universe. One of those games being a Wolverine title, very similar to the newer Spider-Man games, which I'm a big fan of Wolverine, in case you
Alright,
know
well,
that.
hey, there you go, there's your
And
announcement.
It has been horrific, because not only did this ransomware group demand $2 million from Sony,
Because
that,
what they
hey,
demanded.
if you don't pay us, we're going to release all this data, over a decade of leaks of games and things. But we're also going to release employee information just because. No reason, just because we want to hurt people, which is just horrendous. And it's kind of a no-win-win situation, because even if like Sony complied and gave this ransomware group $2 million, is this group really going to actually, you know, follow through with not releasing all this stuff? We don't know. Most likely, probably not. And it's just overall really damaging to Insomniac Games and their employees. The employees are, now their lives are being threatened. All their personal information is being released to millions of people by this
Who's going to
release.
threaten the people that make the good games
Just
for them?
because, again, no reason. You know, it's one thing to release the stuff of the game, which is still terrible, but to go after the employees for what? Why? Like, that's just blackmail. It's terrible. It's a terrible situation. But the reason I'm talking about this, because as of right now, you know, this is becoming a bigger and bigger issue in regards to cybersecurity and cybercrime. They managed to get over 1.6 terabytes of data, stolen data, on December 12th. They demanded 50 bitcoins, roughly $2 million, within 7 days, or they're gonna release everything. And naturally, they released everything. I want you to imagine that you go into a sandwich shop and you order 5 Subway sandwiches, okay? And
Jesus.
as your sandwiches are being made, somebody walks in to the sandwich shop
Yeah, that's
and
pretty fucked
cuts
up.
you in line and steals your 5 sandwiches that are being made when they had mayo, cheese, and some mustard. There was no meats, no lettuce, no tomatoes, no nothing, right? But they just take these 5 sandwiches that are not complete, and they walk out of the Subway, and then they go on the internet and say, hey.
I'm just surprised that they playing games ahead, you know, a decade in advance. Like 13 years from now, we're gonna have a Wolverine game. Or whatever.
Hey, I have these 5 Subway sandwiches that are not fully decked out in the food that you wanted your sandwich to be, and now they're trying to head over your head. It's not a complete sandwich. Let's judge, 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 judge. And this is what's so horrible about all this, is with all this release, and I'm not going to show it because I just don't think that's okay, like ethically, to show all this leaked Wolverine footage of this game, which I think looks amazing. But the worst part of all is within this data leak, there's also a lot of footage of this game, Wolverine, that isn't complete. Naturally. Because I don't know if you know this, but when you make a video game, you have to develop a video game. And that takes years to do. So people are seeing animations and clips and videos all over Twitter. Like, this is rampant everywhere. I've seen it all. Well, I didn't even look for it. It just popped up in my feed. Wolverine leak, here it is. And it's all this pre-alpha, super, super early. There's not even textures on the wall in some of these clips of this early game being developed. And people are like, haha, look at this. This game is trash. I'm so glad these hackers released this trash game. And I'm...
Are you sure they're not like 15 or 12 the ones saying that shit? I can't imagine anyone with half a brain would be saying anything along those lines. Seriously. Looks fine to me in this low-res video I'm watching here. Switch it up.
Do you feel like you're alive?
Ratchet and Clank 229, Spider-Man 2028, Venom 2025. Man, I gotta wait 6 years for another Ratchet and Clank game. Good, that'll give you time to catch up. It'll probably take me that long to get there.
I'm the best. Need the help.
I was always better at this part than you.
Yeah, the killing part?
Day's gonna come, little brother. I won't always be there to help you. Don't worry, though. You're the same as me. You just don't know it yet.
It's the Wolverine game that came out. I can't tell anymore. 2 years ago, yep, okay. Fuck that. This is the leaked one. Hell yeah. I'm all for this. So...
I'm just thinking back to myself, I'm like, are you stupid? Like, there's thousands and thousands of people judging this game before it's finished. This is brain dead disease.
It's not even officially announced.
I don't understand how people on social media, just random people who see all these leaked clips, can just jump on this bandwagon of thrusting themselves and judging and attacking the game developers for a game that isn't complete. Is that so like, that is the most illogical.
If you're a game developer, don't even have a fucking Twitter account. Like, don't even be a fucking public figure. Fuck these supposed fans and gamers. That's why I love it whenever Adam Sessler comes on and like says something that triggers the gamer crowd. Because generally just fuck these people. Some of these people are so fucking brain dead. Terminally, not only like terminally online, but just terminally in the fucking game world. They flip out whenever a character comes out as whenever they have a black main character. Their extent of politics, political involvement is just is the game woke or not? That's their extent of how much they care about politics. Makes me think of like doing a video one of these days. I'm just like saying fuck the game, fuck gamers, as I'm playing a video game. I won't have an RP, so I'll just have. Actually, no. Yeah, I'll put it on my gaming channel. Just be like fuck gamers, as I'll get Squigs the Weasel doing it, doing the commentary. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. Yeah, fuck the normie gamers. This is the kind of shit they're into. They're into Fortnite and Call of Duty, and even as they complain about the new how Call of Duty sucks, they'll still get it anyways, because they'll have a bunch of people they think are their friends online that they play it with. Okay. Okay. So this is almost pretty much cut fully. I have one separate mask that's blurring the tire to make it look like it's kind of like moving. I have to probably increase the blur on there. I can't increase the blur. There we go. Or not? Okay. Oh, because I locked it. Actually, no. It'd be a directional blur, right? It wouldn't be a Gaussian blur. It could be like a directional blur. I didn't do anything fucking different here. Why is it doing this? There we go. Ah, there we are. Okay. Let's see. That'll work. And what it'll do... Oh, that's the other one. Okay, thank God. Yeah, I'll just change it a little bit. Change the angle. It's only gonna be there for a few seconds, right? And we gotta put all this work into it. Alright, first things first.
No. Dumbest thing I've ever seen! And they didn't do anything. What did the employees of Insomniac Games do to have all their personal information? And I'm gonna say this for the record right now. If you are a influencer, somebody with does gaming, if you are posting these leaks, okay, if you're posting these clips of the leaked video games and all this stuff, you're part of the problem here, okay? You are. And game companies are gonna see you, and they're gonna say, wow, I don't want to ever work with this creator because they're posting pre-alpha stuff that's not even supposed to be seen by the public, and they're posting it everywhere for everybody to consume and judge and make these harsh critics, which are not valid because it's incomplete. It's incomplete.
I'm surprised how well this is maintaining.
It's incomplete, guys. How is that fair to anyone in this situation? When I was thinking about it, I know this is so stupid, but I was getting emotional when I was reading about this, and the employees have to suffer because they are doing their job, game developing a game that's not complete, and now thousands of people are sending death threats and are telling these game developers that their game's crap and garbage because it's not done yet, 2-3 years before the game's even complete.
I just want to share one thing. Okay.
Like, that's not... I don't know, man. Social media is just so... It's disease infested. It's brain rot. It's... How do people are getting stupider. I don't know if stupider is a word, but
Dumber.
they're getting dumb. Dumber as time goes.
They're getting dumber.
Like, if I was a hacker, right? If I had the knowledge to hack a company as big as Insomniac Games or Sony, I would use my knowledge and skills to actually do something good with my...
There's a thing called white hat hacking where you find exploits, you tell the company, and they have a thing called like bug bounties, or like, hey, you discovered this bug? Okay, sweet, here's like $500 for doing so, or whatever. And the companies that don't pay out, they're the ones that usually get fucked. So for all we know, too, there could be one of those situations where, like, hey, Sony was made aware of this exploit, and they're just like, fuck ya. And they're like, no, fuck you. I remember someone on the art site I use called For Affinity, one of them at least, someone discovered an exploit. He tried to he told the owner of the site, hey, there's a real issue here, you need to get fixed in your code. And so rather than like be thankful, he banned him. And so of course he used the exploit and like leaked all this fucking like data, all these private messages and all that shit, and posted it on its own like little web page. Like, what a fucking idiot. Okay, this ain't too bad so far. It's a little adjustments here and there.
My ability to hack, right? Like, there's anonymous groups that are involved in like protecting kids and outing people who are in big corporations who may be doing horrible things, or charity fraud, or whatever you have it, right? There's ethical hacking groups. If you can, I consider there is such a thing as ethical hacking when it's done properly, in my opinion. But this is not one of those situations, and it's sad, man. It's sad that you would use your knowledge of hacking to do this rather than just do good in the world. There's already so much negativity and garbage out there. So why would you do this? Not just that, but this Wolverine leak, the entire plot of the game is already out there. People are consuming it. They already know what it is. But imagine this, if a company as large as Insomniac Games can have this happen to them, what does the future of these hacks look like in 2030? Insomniac Games is not a bad gaming company, right? Like, if they wanted to do this to like EA or something, I would understand a little bit more, because EA has such a terrible reputation with just royally screwing people over.
Why not EA?
And just being a downright
Why not Blizzard?
Terrible company. Maybe the Subway example I gave was stupid, But I'm making this on the spot. I'm trying to think of going to a restaurant, ordering a steak, and the moment the steak touches the grill, you're judging it, saying that the steak isn't ready to be eaten. Like, it's like, do you know how crazy that is? How that sounds? Any attempt to use employee information as leverage is just scummy. And I really hope, you know what would be funny to happen in this situation?
Frame by frame.
It turns into hack wars. Like, you have a group of ethical hackers who do good with what their hacking skills, and now they're fighting this group who did the Insomniac hack and data breach and using people's personal information as leverage. I hope they have a war. Like, legitimately, you know, because people who do things like this, like, why wouldn't you use your hacking skills to go after a corrupt politician? I'm sorry, but that to me is like, hell yeah, right? I'm gonna cheer you on, hackers. Release all that corrupt politician stuff that they're doing horrible things behind the scenes. Do you guys remember the quote in Spider-Man 2? "We don't negotiate with terrorists." Well, here we are. They don't negotiate. At least Insomniac Games and Sony, you know, didn't give in, right? That quote couldn't be more relevant.
My name is Thomas Light. I am the researcher who designed and built Mega Man X.
Okay. I guess my best bet is to just go through each frame, focus on one part. Otherwise, I'm going to be spending a lot of time just going around the whole thing again and again and again. Boogie's going to die in poverty? Probably. Let's do it. Let's watch that.
Like me.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen
The
of YouTube?
impression I get is that you're at the point now where you have.
Yeah, I want to post a page here. Where's my feature page? Why is there only 3? Did I not? Really? No, wait. I know I updated this. No, I guess not. Whatever. We put this like on the side. Oh, it's just playlist. It's empty. Playlist does not exist. Well, thanks. Random one-off videos, creative skits, sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
I am Crafty Andy and the
Fair enough. Correctly cited sources. Yeah. Lesson learned. And noted. What is
98 coming at you live again through the power of the internet. I'm an old school YouTuber that was like one of the first.
Say it again.
What's up,
Says it so
ladies and gentlemen of
blasé.
YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live again through the power of the internet. I'm an old.
Sounds so tired, Boogie. Take a nap. I don't know, retire.
School YouTuber that was like one of the first to the market, going back all the way
Which
to
I was.
2006 is when I started my YouTube channel.
Where are you based out of these days?
I'm living in Fayetteville, Arkansas, which is where I've been for 25 years.
So it makes like, so you didn't do the standard like, oh, things are starting to work in YouTube, let's move to LA. Or I know that was a huge thing a few years ago.
I was really tempted to, but as I
This is someone commenting on this video. This is literally like the interview, and he calls. This is what the title is. Okay.
said back at the time, I was LA poor, Arkansas rich. Now that's changed a lot because Northwest Arkansas has the University of Arkansas, go Razorbacks. We have the home offices of Walmart. And Walmart did this really smart thing where they told every business, if you want to sell at Walmart, you have to open an office in Northwest Arkansas. So there's like 2,000 offices, small businesses built. We're the home of Tyson Foods. So if you're eating chicken in America, you're probably sending that money back home to us. And we're the home of JB Hunt, one of the largest trucking companies. And because all of those companies are there, including the Razorback games and all of this other stuff, you have the Walmart children, the Children's of Sam Walton spending money on the area. It's become a really expensive area to live in, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, that's the home of all that. But sadly, to be blunt, you're kind of the home of, I think, what every YouTuber fears, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The decline. Right. I think you went from, if I'm not mistaken, millionaire, correct? A technical millionaire.
I was close. I was really, really close. At one point, I had, and I mean like for 2 days, when I say close, for 2 days, I had about $780,000-$800,000 in crypto. Went to bed one night, and it was worth half that when I woke up.
What were you in?
So here's the biggest.
And he didn't lose money on that. That was just money that he gained. He just lost the gains that he got. He basically came out practically even when he sold it off, or if he were to sell it off. I guess I don't know if he actually sold it off or not.
Originally invested in Ethereum, and this was based on a few friends becoming Ethereum millionaires. And I had like an initial investment of about $200,000. I put it in, and then it fell for the first time.
Yeah,
like 200,000 went down to like 80. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I don't really need the money right now. I'm making money. I can live off of that.
How much were you making?
10 to 15,000, I think.
A month?
Yeah, in a month, right?
Incredible, yeah.
Yeah, it was incredible. I mean, incredible wealth. More than you could ever hope to spend, right?
Yeah.
And eventually that crypto went up to past my investment point. Got close. If I held onto my Ethereum right now, if I had never needed to dip into it and I had not gambled on stupid altcoins, I probably have about 1.5 million in Ethereum right now.
Even still, like I don't even. Yeah. Okay, what year was that? What year was that?
The initial investment happened in 2019. No, 2019. Yeah.
Okay, how much did you put into Ethereum?
200,000.
200,000 in 2000.
The initial investment was in 2018.
Okay.
And then the first market crash.
2018. Let's say you put it at the beginning. S&P 500 was worth 271. Now it's worth 458. It would have almost doubled. Almost doubled.
If I put in like traditional stocks or traditional,
just the S&P 500, just following the market in general.
Yep.
Was there not a single person surrounding you? Was there not a single person just in your YouTube circle, in the family circle, who's like, dude,
I had the opposite.
You're making money.
I had the opposite.
Good point. I should look into that.
I had people telling me,
do like an average
you should invest in crypto. Everybody I knew was
everyone you knew.
All of my YouTuber friends, McJuggernuggets kid behind the camera, all these people. They're like, look, I've made millions from crypto. Nobody was telling me that it was too late in the game. Nobody was telling me that I bought Ethereum at $30 and now you're going to buy it at 280.
It wasn't even too late in the game. It's just like crypto's a gamble.
Yeah.
It's just straight up a gamble. It's like, I hardly consider it an investment versus like traditional. Okay. So,
I mean, not to make any excuses, but keep in mind, I didn't come from money. I'm the son of a coal miner, right? And so no one in my life was ever trying to teach me what to do with money or how to do it with money. So somebody comes along and they're like, look, I took my initial million and I turned it into 20 million. Yeah. You should do that too.
That's why I'm excited about this conversation. Yeah. Usually on the show, I just meet with random people who are either a part of the audience or they're off the street, and I just help them through the situations. You're an interesting case here because you follow the case of the professional athlete, the actor, the YouTuber.
Yep.
Boom, lots of money comes in. We put it here, we put it there, we spend it, it just goes crazy. Then we end up broke. It's a traditional story, and that's why I'm so excited to have this conversation. Is because you just followed that path. I mean, what would you say you're worth today in total? Since you guys are so awesome for supporting me, I partnered with a company called Kudos to give some money back to you, so stick to the end of this to see how you can participate. Kudos is fantastic because they double the cash back you receive on every online purchase with a simple click of a button. On top of that, with their current holiday promo, you can receive up to 25% cash back on places like Walmart, Sephora, and Priceline. That's basically free money on a purchase you would have made anyway. They even suggest the perfect credit card for each purchase, all with a slick browser extension or on your iPhone. So if you have multiple credit cards, you don't have to keep track of the different reward categories for each. All you have to do is add Kudos to your desktop or iPhone with just 2 clicks. Just shop like normal, and at checkout, Kudos will automatically appear and take care of the rest.
And
all of this is
track your data.
completely free, and I personally use it. Again, free money, why would I not? So far, they've helped 150,000 members earn over $100 million in rewards this year alone. And here's the fun part. Every single one of you who signs up through this video gets entered to win a grand prize. To participate, all you have to do is go to joinkudos.com/Caleb and enter the promo code HAMMER. For each sign up, we'll throw $1 into the pot, and one person will win the grand prize on January 31st to start the New Year's off right. There's a live counter on the page showing the current grand prize total, so check it out for free. The rewards are great, and if you get the grand prize, it's like a bonus Christmas gift. The equity in your house is what's carrying you.
Yeah, that's everything.
Yeah.
My bottom line comes down to if and when I need to sell my house, I'll have a nest egg of probably $300,000 that I can hopefully invest smartly this time and live off of the dividends. I would like to think I wouldn't screw up a second time. I wouldn't like buy crypto a second time.
Crypto, but like what next? Like, would you say you've become educated on personal finance? Essentially,
I at least know not to do that. And I think the other
there's a lot more not to do.
I think the other thing to do is hire a professional.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, get that financial advisor in your corner. Yeah. That is like the key. Okay, well, okay. So I just want to start with the basic things for where we are today. YouTube ad revenue. That's the big boy. That's what's bringing in the primary cash monies right now.
And I showed you my numbers. I made about $44,000 in the last year, but
which gives us $3,724 a month.
Michael Jackson surrounded himself with financial advisors, and he ended up like almost bankrupt in debt. So it's just like, maybe. Can I buy this? Sure, you can buy that. Sure, you can buy that. Wait, why do I have no money? I don't know. You overspent your stuff. But that's what I have you for, to make sure I don't do that. Well, you should have paid attention. Should have paid attention. Bye. Don't forget to pay my fee. Next frame. Let's just go over to the last frame here and see what we can do to adjust this just a bit. Oof. So by the time it gets here, it's really off. Oh boy. I'm gonna keep going through each one and adjust it as much as I can initially. Don't change the size at all. I feel like we should. Maybe not. Just lining it up with this shoe here. Seems like the most consistent area that stays the same. Now let's go through each frame and make the adjustments accordingly. It's going to take a while. Like I said, this is why I want to spend this week working on this. Make this like the final push to get this done. But January comes and I can make strictly Onion Nuggets content the entire month. I can crank out a clip once a day on average during the weekdays. And that's only like with like an 1.5 to 2 hour time span. So there's probably going to be days where I can probably crank out 2. And then in the weekends, that's like an easy 2 to 3. Assuming I don't get bogged down in errands or some shit. Okay. Alright, let's keep going with this.
Average, but we know a lot of that has to do with
Huge.
Also, why do I have no viewership? Am I actually streaming, or am I just spinning my wheels here? Alright. Actually streaming, or no? There we go. Spinning my wheels here. Alright. Actually streaming, or more caffeine is what I need. More caffeine is what I need. Need more caffeine. Need to keep my mic closer. There we go. And I also probably need to turn up the sensitivity, maybe. I don't know. At least when it comes to these sessions. Alright. Keep going.
Spike came from this latest documentary, right?
Okay, the documentary. Link below. Mike's awesome.
And that Spike absolutely will not be sustainable. Now I have a few other projects. I got a great podcast in the works called the Lolcow Podcast. We just made our 5th episode. It's profitable. I think that's going to be an income bring-in. That's easily going to bring in probably $2,000 a month, I think, within the next 6 months. So that's going to be a nice lifeline. My YouTube numbers, I think, are going to settle at probably $3,000 a month. But if you look at my finances, if we've gotten into them, to be comfortable, $2,100 mortgage, $800 a month health insurance.
Yeah. Just disappears.
Utilities, bills, everything. I need about $7,000 a month to maintain my.
How do you need $7,000 fucking dollars a month to maintain? Jesus Christ. We're a household of 3 people and a pet. I'll just say we get by just fine with our income, and it's about. It's not. That's not even near that. I'll just say that we live within our means. Fuck me, man. One guy needing $7,000 a month to maintain is just insane to me. Unless you're living in a fucking major city like New York. Like, what are you doing? Stop buying 3 quesadillas when you go to fucking Taco Bell. That's right, now he has a girlfriend too, and she's probably gonna have to work. She's probably gonna get a regular fucking job to help to be like the supplement income. Who knows how long he's gonna maintain that relationship. Gonna talk about how much of a team they are, and she's just like maintaining the entire household, doing all the dishes, mowing the lawn, cutting the trees, pruning the bushes.
Existing lifestyle, which I just don't think we can do.
Oh, trust me, we will get there.
Yeah.
Patreon, like honestly, what's even the point? It's $122 a month.
I never. I never.
Are you doing
promote it.
anything?
No, I never.
On there?
No, I never promote it.
See,
No.
okay. To diversify some of the income stream here, we launched a Patreon. We did a budgeting program, but we didn't just do them as cash grabs. We actually thought of them as potential future business avenues. And the way that we did them is we put way more value into them than what we were charging.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And
so my
that's actually becomes an
Patreon, if you
sustainable
go
thing.
and read it, it originally said, this is an AdSense forgiveness Patreon. If you want to give me $5 a month because you use ad blocker, please do. And that was all. I never promoted it. I never pushed it. I never, for the
But
most
you have
part.
dedicated fans. You do
do.
have dedicated fans. You've gone from almost 4 million subscribers down to, or almost 5 million subscribers down to gonna fall below 4 potentially.
Yeah, it probably will. Probably by the time this airs, honestly, there's a very real chance. Yeah.
With that, like there's clearly people that are still very dedicated boogie heads,
And I've
whatever
never-
you might call them.
I did ask these people for help like a year
How about we
ago.
call
and
them
the
booger
internet
heads?
publicly shamed me.
You've
right?
asked people
I
for help a
provided
lot.
no value. I mean, like one time I threw myself on I took a huge hit to my health, and I was like, got really scared because these medical bills are starting to pile up. And this one time I came out and I'm like, hey, I really could use some help.
Wasn't there the oops? I just accidentally bought a $100,000 Tesla. Please give me money.
That was a bit. Like I never bought a Tesla. I never.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't get a Tesla?
No, of course not.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I'm driving a Toyota hybrid Corolla that I
See-
bought used for $20K.
Yeah, I saw the Toyota. I was like, did he get rid of his Tesla?
Never had one.
Never had one. So that's his internet rumor.
I mean, so I went with my friend McJuggernuggets to a Tesla dealership.
Sounds like you
he
bought
test
one,
drove, I
though.
test drove, right?
What?
He's like, I'm going to buy one. I hope you buy one. Let's look into getting you one. And I got this crazy idea in my head.
Yeah.
You know, it's showroom experience, right? I'm like, I'm going to get a Model X with the wing doors. And then I called my friend at the Celebrity Car Museum in Branson, check them out. And I'm like, how much to kit it out as a modern day DeLorean? And it's like maybe 10, 15, maybe 20. Let's put the money into it. And I thought I'd have a cool show car, right?
Yeah.
We were coming off the back of Ready Player One. The DeLorean was all the rage again. Back to the Future anniversaries just happened. I'm like, this seems like a smart investment while I was in the showroom. And I got home and I put a $2,500 investment deposit down, and I'm like crunching the numbers, looking. I'll spend $50,000 today on a down payment.
Yeah.
I'll loan out the other 50. This is a stupid decision.
It would have been aggressively stupid. I'm
Right.
so glad you didn't do that.
Yeah. So
I am so glad you didn't do that. That was one of the scariest
So
things.
this title
that I
is
thought I heard.
basically
But at that
clickbait.
point, why not just play the character?
Is
right?
it
At that
well-
point, just let the internet do what the internet's going to do, right?
Play the character.
I didn't expect front page of Reddit.
So now
that
he's
was
just,
wild.
He's
And to
really
this day, I
leaning
think
into the
it's-
idea that he's been playing this character this whole time. I mean, we all thought he already was. He was playing the nice guy character. But now he's like, oh no, that whole thing of me like pretending to be nice and not really being nice, and you know, begging for money and being frivolous and being a cringe lord and everything. Oh no, that was just all a bit. That was all fake. It's all wrestling stuff, man. Yeah. Give me a fucking break. Do 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 do. Awesome things. Hell, I can't spell awesome right? Oh yeah, no. Here's the fun part. We gotta make adjustments to every little part because you zoomed out in the with the camera. I was hand holding it because I wanted that handhold look. I knew it was gonna be involving this tedious work here, so it is what it is. What it is. As long as it's passable, you know. I don't want to see any fucking garage footage. That's my main goal here. Is I don't want to see, like, there's a little bit there, but I think that can go unnoticed. Unless someone wants to be really fucking nitpicky for some odd reason for a comedic furry music video. Skip through this.
Still fascinating. People think I bought
the biggest number that we have seen here so far. Now, would I be able to? They're not going to be able to see it, but would I be able to see the studio app?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think I showed you a screenshot.
What do you do?
Yes, I just.
Why do you do all this?
There's a couple things I'm curious about. Private for my eyes only, not for you. Okay.
See what your budget actually is. There we go.
Okay, let's capture some of your other things. We have Verizon 222.
Do what?
Verizon 222.
Yes, we got 2 lines.
Oh.
Yeah.
You have your phones financed, iPads, Apple Watches?
Not iPads, no.
Verizon's expensive.
There is, yeah, Verizon's expensive. There is, there was like a $500 balance after trading on that phone on this one, so we are paying that off. But that is again at 0%.
You're gonna hate it because I mean Verizon is like the best nationwide, but when we just can't afford to live, like Mint Mobile.
I don't even know what that is.
Ryan Reynolds, Mint Mobile.
I don't watch commercials, man.
Okay, well check it out, dude. I'll text you a link. It can be like $30 a line.
Okay, I mean, I'll still have to pay off this phone before I can get there. But yes.
So wait.
Yeah, like I
told me
said,
that phone was $0.
It added up to like there was a balance of
interest, he said.
$420 spread across 24 months.
Oh.
But it's 0% interest.
I know, but we can't switch to another carrier.
Yeah.
Well, there goes
Yeah, you
saving
can.
$150. All right.
You straight back the phone.
Car insurance? Yeah.
Gotta have car insurance.
You would have to pay a fee. That's right. You have to pay like
The
a
YouTube
cancellation fee and shit.
The other one I was just talking about, who didn't pay his taxes, does not.
Some bullshit.
Very bad.
I didn't for the
Fuck
first
that
30 years
though.
of my
Just let
life.
it go
That's not good.
collections.
Yeah, that was
They
not
ain't
good.
gonna fucking sue you over
Do you
that.
have
Verizon's a fucking billion-dollar company. They ain't gonna do
yeah,
shit.
$775 is your minimum monthly for
You take a
insurance.
hit in your credit.
Yeah,
Health
that's
insurance.
Blue Cross
And
Blue
then it goes
Shield
away
keeps me
after a
alive.
while.
Unfortunately,
Of course, he's older,
for
so he can't.
them.
Of course, he's older, so he can't really wait that long for it. But yeah, whatever. They would charge him like some fee, and he just takes all his credit cards off of there, and it's like, whoops, looks like he can't charge my accounts now. Tell them to go fuck themselves. And they can send it off to collections or whatever, but whatever. They can't do anything with it. They can't sue you for it. It's not going to be enough money to sue for. Can't put you in jail for it. Fuck these companies. They're billion-dollar companies. They can fucking afford it. Just take your stupid hit on the credit. You're still young enough you can make up for it. You're not even 50 yet. You're just hitting 50. That's what I did when I was a lot younger, though. When I was moved out on my own, I essentially realized I'm not gonna be able to pay off these fucking credit cards ever at this rate. It's just taking all my fucking money. I was doing a debt consolidation with it too, and I was like, this is just insane. I can't afford this amount every 2 weeks or every month or whatever. So I'm like, fuck this, and I just stopped paying all of it. And yeah, a lot of it, went to collections. I had a shitty credit for a while, and then I got better. A lot of the debt was just written off because it was just so small with these credit card companies like Bank of America and shit.
they are losing a lot of money on this. I can tell you that. They are spending way more than I'm giving them at this point.
Yeah. Like 15 years ago, you may have not been able to get health insurance at this point.
I couldn't. Yeah, if it wasn't for the Obama administration that made it possible for me to purchase insurance as a self-employed person, I would have never had access to health insurance.
Okay. So how many people do you have to buy groceries for, like every day type thing?
Me and her.
Just you two?
Yeah.
I mean,
we do have somebody that again will cook for free as long as they're eating. So we do take advantage of that. So generally means we're cooking for 3 most of the times.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I would try to get it to the 2 with some cooking getting done. So what we did on our grocery store website, our local grocery store, HEB, you can probably do this on Walmart, I assume. We created like a meal prepping thing for each week, 2,500 calories a day per person, plus snacks. We sorted the recipes for what we needed for each meal by cheapest.
I should have pointed out that when we eat at home, we eat cheap. We eat more sandwiches than we eat anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, either way, sort the ingredients by cheap, and then do like a pickup order for it, which can be free depending on the store. And that way you're not going through the aisles, you're not picking up everything. And we had for a single person with snacks and desserts, 2,500 calories a day, good eating, $250 a month.
That's
comfortably.
Incredible. That's incredible.
Comfortably, but most people aren't, willing to get into the nitty gritty of it. Name brand.
The thing about this too is just funny because like you don't need to go on a YouTube show to get your budget together. Just figure out how much you're making a month. Figure out how much you're spending, and that's your budget. I get it that we all need like entertainment as like relief in the drudgery of the world that we live in, but it's like the last thing that's going to be on your list is your entertainment budget. Can I afford to go to the movies? Can I afford to pay the streaming service? Do I need to pay the streaming service? And since there's already no reason to buy anything digitally anymore because Sony and Amazon can just take it away from you at any moment. Same thing with all the video games I purchased on Steam and shit. Just go away one day. They don't want to support it on the server anymore. They don't want to license it or whatever. The cost gets too much, and then one day we wake up and like, oh, looks like there's no more games on Steam. It's looking good so far. Alright, right here is where it gets thrown off a bit. I gotta go through these.
And eating a unique meal every day, and I want everyone to be able to do that. I want everyone to be able to do that. With you, when we can't afford it,
everything in our house is great value. Okay, 100% of the time. Because number one, it's a huge waste of money. The food doesn't taste different. The products aren't any better.
If you say so.
And secondly, we're in Walmart country, right? Like so. Yeah. If you're not buying the local brand, you're kind of a trader in our area. But yeah, at least that. We're already doing that.
Yeah. All I'm saying is I could get you guys $450 a month in groceries for you too. With aggressive meal prepping. We could.
That sounds very reasonable. Yeah.
Now, I have something called the toilet paper fund. This is just whatever else is needed to survive at the household. So it's the toothpaste, the toothbrush, whatever is needed.
Sure.
It could even be like some car maintenance. Everything's going to ebb and flow on a monthly basis. I'm going to put $150 there.
Sure.
Medical, on a monthly basis, medications, what is coming out on average?
About $1,500. For health insurance and medications.
Oh, okay. Not health insurance. Just medications.
And now we're doing
just medications. Well, I guess I could subtract the
Yeah.
insurance.
So
700.
Yeah, in the neighborhood, 500 to 700 depending on the month.
Okay, so 600 if we average.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me figure out your debt minimum monthly payments, including mortgage. Actually, let's do mortgage separately, including property taxes and insurance, all that good stuff.
And did we get through utilities on this or not? I can't remember.
I did not see you.
They should have been in some of the screenshots.
Here it is.
I think water payment is in here.
So this is water, gas,
water, electricity. Oh, sorry, no, that is water and trash removal, and that's it. That's what the city charges. It sucks.
Okay, so you have electricity on the side.
Electricity is a whole other bill, which you should have here as well.
So this is just trash.
Yeah, our city is highway robbery. It's insane. That's trash and water.
Do they compensate it with low property taxes at least? Like we get hammered with aggressive.
Our property taxes are better.
Okay, how much in electricity and gas then?
Depends on the month.
Yeah, give me your average.
They should be printed out for the last month here. I think I sent them to you. I think the last month in electricity was $250.
Yep. It was a little more than that, but yep.
And then what was the other one you're asking about? Gas, I think, comes out to in the winter close to 150. In the summer, down to as little as 50. So let's call that 100. And then what was the other one? Water, gas, electric. We do pay for cable, which is $100 a month.
I'm sorry,
not cable. Sorry, internet. Which I'm a YouTuber.
Yes.
Right.
Well, everyone, you need internet to survive, to do jobs, to do anything.
Right. $99 a month. We got a really good deal when it comes to internet. That's for a gigabit.
Yep,
and
internet is life
This
now.
is the slowest they offer. So I can't even get it cheaper if I wanted to.
Let me get the debt minimum monthly payments besides the mortgage.
You can go back to dial-up.
Not including whatever the IRS might be, because we don't know yet.
Yep.
Yeah, this extra $653 could not clear you up, but it would help a lot.
Yeah. I ballpark, in like I've said publicly, right around 7,000 for like minimum payments across everything. Is that about close to what you got?
I don't know just yet. I want to make sure we've got everything that you're required to have. Gas. How much do we think on a monthly basis?
Like I said, gas in the winter is because it's
car gas.
Oh, very little. I drive a hybrid, so 20, 40, maybe $80 a month, if that.
Okay. We'll be conservative and say 80.
Yeah.
Anything else that you are required to take care of on a minimum monthly basis? There were some subscriptions like StreamYard and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's like a $25 subscription to StreamYard.
Any other subscriptions that are mandatory? Mandatory. I'm not throwing Disney Plus in there. I'm sorry.
I think I could.
I'm just trying to get your mandatory in order to survive type.
Yeah,
Streamlabs might count, but that's $9 a month.
Okay, so 35 then.
Let's call it that. Yeah.
Anything else?
I think that's everything.
Okay.
I've done a really good job of canceling everything over the last few months.
How many miles is on that?
Yeah, at one point I had Shudder, I had HBO Max.
12,000, I think now. I've had to take a lot of road trips.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I bought it with
12,000 is nothing.
I bought it with less than 1,000 miles on it.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I might be wrong. It might be closer to 18.
It's really annoying that they canceled Infinity Train
She could
for
go
no
check, but I
fucking
think
reason.
it's under 20 for sure. I think.
I'm happy about that though. It doesn't mean we have to worry about anything too major.
So happy to have like this era of shows where like it wasn't relying on toy sales, didn't have a bunch of useless gizmos and caches for the characters because they want to turn it into fucking sales. You can actually just be focused on something weird and character development. And then HBO's like, yeah, we could just cancel these shows. We can have like a tax write-off, and we won't renew the licensing for them. So, yeah, the creators of these shows can just go eat a dick. Oh my god, how far do I have to go?
Say one of the reasons I bought this car is like all the YouTube reviewers said this specific year and that specific model, they said well over 150,000 miles before you even start to see issues. So, and I knew it would take a lifetime for me to put that on it. Even with trips like this, you know, for business and stuff.
Oh, whatever. Oh, it's Boogie. Whatever. Boogie, you're fucked. Okay? You're just fucked. How you doing the fox?
On you.
Is it me time? Oh, wow.
I don't even know what we're doing.
Oh, we know what we're doing. Well, I know what we're doing.
I can't read your
I'm
mind.
getting sexy with Blue Moon. Oh. Making everybody jealous on TikTok. That's right, bitches.
Pretty.
This is mine. Get me, hurt me, hurt me. Oh, yeah. God, he is a bottle. You might be able to take him out.
I was gonna let this play while I get a drink.
Buenos dias.
Good morning.
Vinos nachos.
Oh, this is the finale. Episode 12. Take 1. Doesn't that feel good? Don't you feel so much better about yourself? Oh,
It's an hour and a half. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Hi everybody, what's going on? This is the finale. What's going on? This is the finale. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. This is still the finale. What's going on?
Between me and Dameron, you're never going to continue.
Yep. This is the final episode of Pause Play Season 1.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Holy crap.
Today is very simple. All we're going to do is sit here in a circle and pretend this is an intervention. Just kidding. This has been a long project, Season 1 for Pause Play. This project started in September of last year, which was 2022. And for us, in current time, it's September 2023. So it's officially just around the year mark that we've been working on this thing. But for you guys, it's the middle of December. So we're going to talk for a little bit. We're going to blow your eardrums away with awesome sauce. And then we're going to show you a bunch of bloopers and outtakes. Behind the scenes stuff that didn't make it into the final episodes. Let's get this party started with one very important question. Starting with you.
Okay.
This is Marcus Frost, by the way. Say hi.
Hello, hello.
Bye, Marcus Frost.
What was your favorite moment in Pause Play Season 1?
Personally, it was the Jackbox.
The Jackbox?
The Jackbox, yes. That, some very creative answers coming up that I wasn't expecting even behind the camera.
So the sad part is, a lot of that was still censored.
Yeah, and probably for good reason.
We also have Wolf Masters joining us today. Hi, Wolf.
Hello, Wolf.
So, Wolf, what was your favorite moment in Pause Play Season 1?
The ending.
So, right now?
After this.
Oh, okay.
Planning and setting up Season 2.
Oh, yeah, sure. Your favorite moment of Season 1 has nothing to do with Season 1.
Yes. My favorite moment of Season 1 is planning how disastrous I'm going to make Season 2.
Yep.
He's an idea man.
If you can believe this, Wolf actually somehow showed restraint for the last 12 months. So we're gonna have to let him off his leash for a while.
We'll call it that.
I wouldn't really say it's my favorite part, but it's probably the most interesting. The fact that halfway through filming, since everything is all filmed out of order, as soon as we got done filming our joint video with Top Dogs, I had to go out of commission for 3 months. They kind of turned everything sideways, but it also mentally gave me a different outlook on how I wanted things to be done with this. It kind of led to why I'm looking so forward to Season 2.
Which is fair, honestly. Makes a lot of sense.
It doesn't really make a lot of sense. My favorite part of Season 1 was when I almost died and decided, hey, Season 2 is going to be even more awesome.
Season 2 being a second chance, you know?
Yeah.
I like it. Joining us as well in the number 3 spot, of course, is Giraffe. The Giraffe Stallion.
It's Blue Moon.
He's cosplaying as Blue Moon, cosplaying as Sailor Neptune, cosplaying as TikTok Daddy. Hi, Fuzz.
Hi, Blue
What's
Moon.
up?
Hey, question for you.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of Season 1?
The food.
Spoken like a true canine.
Are you talking like food that was sampled during the show, or the big dinner parties we would have after the filming?
The parties afterwards.
Yeah, those are always a good time.
What he's saying is his favorite part was the wasabi Oreos.
That's Doug.
There are some really funny cuts of you just like experiencing the soul in your body. Like,
You know when you got a good glob of it, because you start fucking.
It just fucking burned all the way down.
You eat the Oreo with a lot of wasabi. Everyone's like, "Oh, you must have gotten a regular." Just don't want to talk with all this wasabi in my mouth.
If I don't let the oxygen in, it's not going to hurt as much.
Literally. I agree with you, like hanging out after filming and like you would be working, you'd have food, you know, that was really cool. And then it didn't feel like work, you know.
Yeah.
We got here and did some work, but then we actually hung out after, so it was a lot of fun. We have another human in the mix. The return of Wolfric. Hi, Wolfric.
Hello.
Welcome to the finale. Good to see you. What was your favorite part of season 1?
Honestly, just sitting here, kind of fidgeting a little bit, not saying anything, and you guys have fun over there. No, I actually have to say the Oreo wasabi was my favorite.
You suck those down, right?
I'm
gonna have another. I'm gonna have another.
Stoic Wolfric over there.
You know what my favorite moment of yours was so far? I think is Sea River. I think you really stole the show at Sea River.
Oh, thank you.
Oh God, she's back, Barbara. We also have the effervescent, the legend, the creator, Dimra, the Arctic Waffle. Hi there.
Hi there.
What was your favorite part of season 1?
Oh, there's so many things. I love storytelling.
Oh yeah.
So I truly enjoyed the river. But after getting a chance to play game show host, that's a lot of fun as well.
Yes.
The planning, having a chance to just socialize afterwards. And there's just so many things like Feed the Kraken is fun because I love playing games.
I won.
You were so
Make that victory. That's not
You did.
I don't know how you won. I really don't.
He played the long game. He did good.
He did get a long.
Oh yeah, thanks a lot of favorites. My favorite is probably Blue River. And to my left,
And the orchestrator of all of this madness, the great mac and cheese fox.
Welcome. The one over here is the gay orange fox called Poon the Poon.
Hey.
what was your favorite part of season 1?
I helped with planning, I'm doing the editing, I'm doing all the social media stuff. I was crew like once or twice I think, but for the most part I can.
You have to do a lot of stuff for this show.
I feel like I have done a lot of things. My favorite part of season 1. No, it's the editing, honestly. I've gotten to go through all the raw footage, I've gotten to find the blooper clips, I've gotten to make like transforming the raw footage into the final episode. I just want to go really quickly and make something that at least visually represented like a new effort, a new evolution of my career. So episode wise, but I really enjoyed doing the Canadian Beer Troll Monday. That was a really, really fun impromptu adventure that just happened. We have another question.
We gotta be more than one question?
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
He's such a wonder, fucking crazy.
That's for you.
Good. Bring it
If
over.
that's not enough, I got a second backup right over here. Wolf has 2.
Why-
Wolf has 2.
Wolf has two. Hey, guess what? We have another question. Mr. Frost.
Okay.
What would you say was the funniest part as a crew member?
Watching y'all try to get Uno cards with the fucking paws.
Oh, man. I can't pick it up.
You just took half the deck.
Pick it up and throw it up. Hey, you gave me
I
some.
was just like, you know what? I'm gonna be y'all's hands. There was no grip on them beans you all got.
Mr. Master, you were tasked for the episodes you were in. What would you say was the funniest part of the cast?
It's kind of hard to pick a particular funniest moment because none of this is rehearsed, none of this is practice. We make everything up as we go. Just the spontaneity of everything.
Did you ever feel like you were like out of control with it, like you wanted more stability, or you were just kind of like going with the ride, so to speak?
I generally just go out of control and assume that if I say something that I shouldn't, editing dude will fix it for me.
Yeah, I'm very responsible.
Bibbidi bobbidi.
You know that I can keep you on a leash. is what you're saying.
I want to disagree, but figuratively, yes.
Blue.
Hello.
Hi. What do you think was the funniest moment for you?
For me, it was watching you completely break character and doing the dad jokes, and you just kind of like, fuck this, I'm losing.
Wolfred, what was the funniest part of season 1?
I know it can be a bit stoic sometimes, although I haven't laughed since grade school. The dad jokes episode almost got me a few times. I enjoyed being in the crew for that.
Yeah, what was that like as a crew?
I kind of just sat there and watched movies. I wasn't even the one working on the camera, so I just got to. I got to be an audience member.
Deborah. Yes? What was the funniest moment for you in season 1? Oh, I like coming up with the team names. Fuzzy Butts and the Flesh Bears. They're called them Flesh Bears, isn't that detail? Yeah. That was in the order we went. I think Uno was the funniest video to me. And the funniest moment overall because like it was a very simple concept. You have animals with no dexterity, and then the cars are fucking gigantic. And then like I won 2 of the games. So everybody else is like, if you win this third one, we're gonna tie you up and throw you outside with the dogs. And it was just a really funny like adventure. I just really enjoyed it.
We thought big cars with big paws, that should work, but
Next time I'm taking one of your blank cards and I'm writing on it.
Mr. Frost, your final thoughts?
On the season?
Yeah.
I mean, it's first time really being part of something like this, so it's definitely interesting from inception to basically just performing it. See how things are organized in that, as well as seeing how exactly the improv nature of it was going to unfold. I didn't know if it was going to be either actually entertaining or just a hot mess. And it ended up being 75-25. So
our hot mess is pretty entertaining.
as a crew member, it's quite entertaining watching things happen behind the camera. God damn, is it hard not to laugh.
Wolf?
Yes.
Your final thoughts on cosplay season 1?
These are my final thoughts. Oh wait, no, that's Jerry Springer. Hang on. A lot of it boils down to I'm looking forward to how much more elaborate we can go in season 2.
Totally.
Season 1 was a good, I suppose, I can't really even say practice run because Quad Suits really was the original practice run for us.
For sure.
And then we broadened from there. I suppose Quad Suits was technically the alpha run. Cosplay has become the beta run.
Yeah.
So season 2 is going to be really interesting. My ideas don't stop. I just keep throwing them at you. I'm like, put it in the spreadsheet. Here's another one. My final thoughts is nothing about season 1. It's just looking forward to how much more we can do with the next seasons to come.
Senor, what are your final thoughts on season 1, my guy, my dude?
Wish for luck.
I definitely got that idea.
My final thoughts is I'm looking forward to having my new suit.
That was something actually you've been waiting for as we've been producing season 1.
Yep.
Somebody's getting a facelift soon. Woo! Wolfred, final thoughts on season 1?
A solid 7.5 out of 10. Had a fun time. I enjoyed being brought into this new world of animals. How did I get here?
Is this Google? Is this Google?
Oh my gosh.
You're following your father's footsteps. I'm sorry.
Well, inform my family of my loss, guys. I'm never coming back.
Quick, delete his browser history.
Beat me to it.
I use incognito, guys. I'm not a plebeian.
Deborah, yeah. Final thoughts. Season 1. It was a very long process. And it was an effort that was put forth by everybody involved. It's definitely worked. And I'm excited to see how this is all going to turn out and how people are going to receive this and the reception is going to be amazing. I think I would like to do a lot more scripted things next season.
Very somber, well thought out, and awesome final thought that makes my
The audience is now dumber. Having listened to
all of that.
Did you have any final thoughts about the season of Fun? Final thoughts on season 1? Sure. I would have loved your question. I'm happy to answer this question. As many of you have pretty much understood It definitely was a lengthy project. Really, to do something on this scale has been a dream of mine for at least a few years now, maybe longer. Seeing just any version of this become reality is super, super exciting. It feels like another step in the video production journey, the improv, character acting, all that fun stuff. And I literally got to do this for people on the internet with some of my closest friends. Goofy shit, It's just really, really incredible. I do think, like Wolf and Damron have said, that seeing where this can go is another equally exciting part of this opportunity, because this was really the first time we ever tried something on this scale. So I think it's fair to say we all learned something from this. We learned things that worked, we learned things that didn't work. We had the opportunity to try this. There were lots of Discord meetings and Telegram meetings and things just to get details lined up, We tried to do a little bit of everything in terms of variety of these episodes, and I hope that with season 2, whenever that will happen, we do maybe come back to the stuff that we really do enjoy. So you said scripted videos, you mentioned a rock band video, maybe we'll play like an actual board game on a table, and I'll run 3 cameras, which I'm gonna fucking hate in the editing, but whatever,
Whatever makes your job more difficult.
And VR.
Yeah. Oh, yes, and VRC. I think at this point, because we're filming this before episode 1 has even launched, so we don't know what the reception's going to be like right now. But yeah, I'm just really looking forward to seeing what you guys think, and hopefully y'all enjoy it. It's received well, and that gives us kind of the warm winds of motivation to do what we want to do for season 2. I'm kind of going day by day. I love every minute of this, and I'm just very grateful for y'all for helping me do this, I want to give a huge shout out and a huge, huge thank you to everybody who helped make season 1 possible. So, in no particular order, Audra and Patrick for helping with camera, and Audra being a super creative director person. Thank you for everything. Marcus, you were mostly crew. You were cast a couple times. Thank you for being pretty much the primary camera person. I was really, really grateful to just have somebody I could kind of pass that off to.
Good human.
Thank you to Wolf and Draft for hosting 2 of our videos and for being goofy.
We're definitely going to host many more.
And breaking all of my intros. My editing would not be nearly as funny without it. Thank you to Blue Moon for being Daddy. Thank you to Wolfric for being just basically the best version of comic relief, I think. Also, big thank you to Jugatsu Dream for being in Moon River, Terry Mays for being our improv daddy, teaching us all things improv and helping to flesh out some of the filming production process. Thank you to Top Dogs for the collab in Georgia at FWA, and thank you to Clumsy Lion for being a lovely, lovely kitty cat host, and you got me drunk, and I just appreciate you. You also gave my first tour of Toronto, which was fabulous. Thank you to Orient Express for being part of Team Kraken, as well as Jin Soku. It was great having you guys on the show.
Thank you guys for joining the game.
Thank you to Speedy Husky, who had nothing to do with cosplay whatsoever, but you put up with my crazy ass while I was editing for days and hours and nights, and yes, thank you for being
And he will be in season 2.
correct.
Whether he wants to or not.
We might have to tie him up in dry laundry. The specialist effect goes to this fuzzy right here.
I have to put my helmet on.
Dameron, the Arctic One. Round of applause for the white one. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. This one hosted so many of our episodes.
Like the finale.
Like the finale, where we are now. You also helped me be a shoulder and ears when I had concerns about the show, when I had things I was trying to work through. Well, specifically, like I was trying to flesh out concepts, and when I was, just brainstorming ideas for the show, like in the very, very beginning. You've been crew sometimes, you've been cast sometimes. I have really leaned on you to make this happen, and I'm just very, very grateful for you.
Well, then a big thank you to you for having this vision and including me and everybody else in it.
Enough cross promotion there. Hi. Hey, XP. Oh shit, one of those things where it's like, oops, should have put this up here. Oh well. XP's still there. How you doing? I just say, what's this? So, this is a show that Dune the Fox has been doing. I just haven't been able to check it out yet. Still haven't been able to check it out because I was doing errands. But, you know, he seems like a cool dude, so helps shill his stuff a little bit. Hey, happy boy now? Our dog, for the moment, has his freedom back. He had to do some physical therapy after a little injury. Let's keep him off the stairs for a bit. Now he's back. And then tomorrow he's going to be locked in the basement. Got windows being done. Well, I guess the bright side is, as for working on the windows here, I could probably get some work done here. Push to get this finished. I might end up being just pulling an all-nighter just so I can actually have the hours at work. I think I'll just do that. these points here. Oh, I know what these were for. Oh. Oh no, we can move this whole thing here. Right there. Yeah, that way the adjustment's not intimidating. Alright, what else is going on in the world? Husband's home. Okay. And yeah, I should probably move this over here. Oop. Next frame. Oh man, we're almost there. We're actually doing this a lot faster than I thought we'd be doing it. Seemed intimidating at first, but I don't know, the fact that the tracker worked out pretty good helps sped things up. Also, I guess I got a little more efficient doing this, I guess. Shrinking the border a little bit helps too. So even if I cut some things off a little bit, it still looks like it's part of it. Like it's natural. Some motion blur going on here. I'm going to grab the trash cans real quick. Just come up. This needs to come up a little bit here, a bit here. Trying to hide the green best I can. Oh, actually, that's easy to do. Well, just have to put a key in there. Only problem with that is that the reflection's a little here and there, a little bit. $13 frames to go. part of the bike or the background? It's part of the background. At least now it is. Okay, well, this one's gonna be a pain in the ass. One of those moments too where I feel like I need to probably take a break. It's starting to get a little daunting. All right. Oh, fuck. Oh shit. That's fine, we're done. We just gotta get that thing off your computer area.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That's it.
No.
What it's like to be poor. Also, I know people personally in this regard that I'll get into, but before that I want to focus on the story you shared about yourself. Being so old now, I would rather have an empty fridge paycheck to paycheck than go to the food pantry to take food out of some kid's mouth that was like me years ago. Well, the impression I get is that you're at the point now where you have no choice but to take governmental assistance rather than it be optional. Well, that is your choice. What is the alternative? You starve? If you can't qualify for a trade school and get a career going that way, then what? Are we expected to have a sense of pride over working shit jobs for shit pay all our lives? So, I mean, whatever. You lived your life, you are surviving, might as well continue to survive. I don't know, find some hobbies if you can. Or take some interests. Because, I mean, if you're working a job and the boss is getting paid more than you, then that is wage theft. How about a poem I stole off the internet? The boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I shit on company time. Now the boss makes 1,000 while I make a cent, and he's got employees that can't make the rent. When the CEO makes $1 million and we don't make jack, that's when we riot to take it all back. Now, Mr. Investor, if that seems extreme, I have to remind you it beats the guillotine. These ideas are not from some commie manifesto. It emerged from the common blue-collar worker. Hell, as bad as it is right now, in order to even have the 40-hour work week and benefits, at least the ones that are left, people fought open gun battles against militia and the National Guard, paid by the company. If you can't live on the wage given, that's theft of your time and energy. Not saying to anyone to just quit your job, since that is the situation with nearly all available jobs, including the one I work. At least the ones that are left. People fought open gun battles against militia and the National Guard, paid by the company. If you can't live on the wage given, that's theft of your time and energy. Not saying to anyone to just quit your job, since that is the situation with nearly all available jobs, including the one I work, especially since most people too are 1 or 2 weeks away from starvation. As sure as the sky is blue and my shit is brown, that is how things are. There is no justification for the pyramid arrangement we have going on in work hierarchies. The only thing we get are compromises from union and governmental pressure. Not so much now, it seems, these days. Now, as far as getting an abundance of food, I'll admit my mistake is giving the impression people don't milk the system. I do understand those types of people are out there, somewhere. I just don't give a shit. I imagine most will be in agreement when I say I'm against corporate welfare. I'm pretty sure we all are. Bailing out the banks and car companies every time they fuck the economy over with bad business practices and decisions. Assuming we accept the premise. Whose fault is it that these institutions are too big to fail? Until that's taken care of, I couldn't give a flying shit less that someone is exploiting the government over their monthly average of $239 a month for food assistance. If it's a couple, it's around $500 a month. Kids add a little more. Remember, at most, when it comes to fraud, it's 2 to 10%. And these people are doing it just to live. These people are not constructing leaky pipelines, making the groundwater flammable.
What?
Holy unbelievable! A river on fire!
What's in here?
At least what groundwater is left. Lobbying the government to remove company regulations as if that's ever led to more jobs and better pay. So I am not sold on this idea that people on welfare are on easy street. Because I know too many on it, and met plenty of seniors relying on it too, even paired with their social security that they get. $500 a month is roughly what my parents spent on groceries in the late 90s and 2000s for a family of 5. I can only imagine how much you have to try and stretch that out now if on benefits alone, considering I currently am in a family of 3, that includes me, and we spend $200 to $300 every 2 weeks on groceries alone, not including the occasional fast food route. Not sure what you pictured my takeaway should be from your tale. Glad things worked out for you, and you weren't merely having to beg for handouts and rely on the fickle moods of people being charitable.
What? Oh, Christ. I don't know why it's not showing the goddamn video. Try that again.
Considering I currently am in a family of 3, that includes me, and we spend $200 to $300 every 2 weeks on groceries alone, not including.
Oops. Alright, anyways, I gotta get ready soon, so good night.